execute well, and especially in plays that's like wide open. You know what I mean? Like I got to figure out a way to get that sack on the ground during that first half. That kind of sticks with me a little bit, and just got to do better.
Even with the loss, what's the health of your football team right now?
Say again?
I say even with this loss, what's the health of your football team right now? Offense supporting defense, defense support offense.
Yeah. I mean, again, even in that last one, I kind of saw D-Watt coming off. I said, don't let that get you down. Just keep your head up and just continue to find ways to correct things and find ways to keep your offense up. Again, the season's not over. Still a possibility to leave out with a winning record. So I just have to stay positive.
Jeremiah, to go back to the offense, I mean, the way you're talking about the offense, and when they're not scoring, like, do you feel like there's any when they're not scoring, like in this game? I know they haven't gotten to 20 points yet in a game. Like, do you feel like there's any danger of you guys coming hard as a team right now, or do you feel like the defense you guys are uplifting?
No, that's not the foundation of what we built. It's not the culture that we built here in Cleveland. It's not to attack one or the other. It's a collaborative effort. Obviously, we let up 30-plus points today, so that's on us, right? That's not on the offense. That's on us as a defense, and we have to find ways not to allow that to happen. Yeah.
Anything about that will surprise you?
No, I mean, everything that we saw, we knew. Quick, agile, can't let them to his, throwing hand, and we didn't execute there. So we got to find ways to similar offense next week. So we, got to make sure that we have a chance to correct those things, right? So.
There are a lot of guys in that locker room at Bethel who look up to you. You were where they were one time. What's that role model status mean to you for those guys who are like, hey, I can be where Jeremiah is one day?
Well, I don't know about role model status, but those that do look up to me, I would just tell them just to find ways to be unique and find ways to separate themselves, from their peers. Obviously, it's a competitive world. It's a competitive nature of just getting to college, getting to through high school. You just want to find ways to separate yourself, from those things that may be normal. Be revolutionary, be different, be unique to yourself. So,
are you surprised this team is in these circumstances right now?
It's not a thing of surprise or not surprise or expecting or not expecting. We just deal with reality. We deal with what is at hand. What is at hand is that we have a losing record, and we want to make sure that we find ways to correct those things. It's not, I'm surprised, or I'm not surprised. It's we deal with reality. We deal with what's at hand, making sure that we can correct those things. So,
how do you think you guys will deal with this reality at 1-1 right
now? Dealing with it. There's only one way with one thing that we can do with where we're at, and that's just studying film, doing a little bit more. Our coach has said it, even this past week, just doing a little bit more. It seems that we have to do a little bit more. So again, maybe a lot of it more at this point. So we just got to find ways to do that, and whether that's coming in early, making sure that you pick up the towel, in the shower, whatever those little things are, making tackles, So.
How much do you put on yourself as one of the leaders on these defense? How much do you put on your shoulders?
Everything. I think everybody has a job to do. 111, and that job must be attained to the point where can lead to the team's success. So that kind of means it's simply kind of like vanity a little bit to have a good performance or a nice performance or average performance or a bad performance when it doesn't lead to the success of the team. So.
Jeremiah, along the lines of how you guys have been dealing with losses so far this season. You've obviously been here before, but how do you does the message have to change between guys? You have to pick each other up more. Like maybe you have to change now that there's good.
Well, again, when you're baking a cake, you have a recipe, and then, when the recipe is not necessarily clicking, and you don't have the cake that you want, you kind of go back and say, okay, what can we change about the recipe? And that's what we do. Anytime there's a loss, there's a call to transform. There's a call to find ways to separate from those things that we did wrong. So again, it's a process of life. I say all the time, football is the greatest team sport because it teaches you the principles of life by way of playing it, by way of experiencing some of those losses, by way of experiencing some of those wins, finding ways to just transform your reality.
Sorry to do this, but about Jaden Daniels, what did you from today?
Well, I mean, again, like he's a slippery guy, right? Very slippery guy. He's able to see things and extend plays. A lot of the quarterbacks run play they're coming up can extend plays, and that's something that we have to contain. Me, myself, on a couple of those blitzes, I got to make sure I keep my left arm free, and that's really what he does best. He extends plays. He's a game time player, and he'll be a great quarterback for the years to come.
You do quite a bit with humanitarian effort in Ghana. Tell me where that comes from and what motivates you to do that, if you would.
Well, I mean, it's innate, I would say. I think it's my responsibility, everybody's responsibility when you get to a certain level. You want to be able to give back, and you want to be able to identify some of the issues that are around you. I think intelligence is defined by, how can you solve problems around you. It's not defined by, SAT score or maybe, the ACT stuff, but it's more so on the issues. Again, watch this, boom. So that's intelligence. Now move back to football. Okay, problem solving. We can't be intelligent. We can't be great players unless we solve those problems. So, it's a joint effort. So,
What are some of those things you do over there?